rip through this as fast as we can. If you came to the webinar on Wednesday, it's even better to be here tonight to get some extra notes and pick up anything you might have missed. If you missed it on Wednesday, this is going to give you the lowdown on what we covered, all the best juicy bits. So get ready with a pen and paper because you are going to want to take notes, and I'm going to be going pretty fast through this. So let's just get straight into it then. This is the 6-step expert authority blueprint, how to eliminate overwhelm, escape the time for money trap, and finally scale your income to create the lifestyle you deserve. And this is the system I've used to generate hundreds and hundreds of clients for different coaching businesses over the years. And I'm going to walk you right through this process today. Going to make you aware of some of the biggest mistakes you might be making and show you how to get more clients, grow your income, but in a way that actually serves your lifestyle and allows you to leverage your time rather than become a slave to it. So one more thing, by the end of this training as well, I'm going to give you guys a special opportunity. If anyone would like to work with me for the next 12 months, I have a special package mentoring program I've put together, which involves me and you getting on the phone one-to-one, mapping out a 12-month plan for you, and then using some other resources and some mastermind stuff that I've got planned to help you implement that plan over 12 months. So if that is, if this system makes sense to you and you want to have my help to implement it, then I'd be delighted, and we'll chat about that later on. But get ready to take notes and let's dive into this. So let's start with why are you here? These are some of the common problems that I've seen coaches, experts, and consultants deal with, whether you're a fitness pro, relationships coach, or a business coach. Maybe you're working too many hours for not enough money. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed with so many things to do. Maybe you're great at your expertise, but you struggle with the business marketing side of things. And maybe nobody knows you and it's hard to communicate your message, so you're failing then to generate the money you deserve. So does that sound familiar to anyone? Let me know in the comments if any of those are something you're dealing with right now and you'd like to know how to get out of. Let me know in the comments. And what if you attracted new clients like a magnet and created a predictable and consistent income? Here's the thing, guys. This training is not about making you rich, let's say. It can definitely do that. Rich is a personal definition. This is not about like growing a 8-figure business by tomorrow. This is about creating a predictable and consistent income. So I've got clients in my academy program, for example, starting off like a membership program with 0 clients at the start of the month, and within 3 weeks they have 35 clients in there, and they're making a couple of $1,000s a month in a time leveraged way, which allows them freedom, just that time and space to think and not get overwhelmed and worry where the next bill payment's going to come from. So that's the difference here. What we're talking about is creating a predictable and consistent income that is then scalable with more ease. And the important thing is, at one time I struggled to get clients too. I worked 8-hour days, but I was putting less than $600 in the bank. And at one point, I then became 3 days away from being evicted, because that's what happens when you don't pay your rent, apparently. That was a new experience to me. And I struggled like that until I discovered the principle of expert authority positioning, and how the key to success is to give more value, but in a strategic way. We've all heard give more value, but do you actually know what that means? Everyone talks about it, but nobody can really pinpoint what it is. Well, I think I've kind of figured that out, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And that's what I want to show you, the system I discovered to grow and scale any coaching consulting business to 6 figures plus in revenue. And this system has allowed me to fill hundreds of live events around the world. It's allowed me to fully book high-end coaching programs and high-level masterminds. So if you want to fill out group programs at high levels, you can do that too. It's allowed me to launch an outsourced fitness coaching business and do it in less than 90 days. So if you're looking to step away from the technical side of the business and looking to outsource that, this system is going to help you do that. It's allowed me to work on my terms and choose the hours I want to work, and ultimately live the lifestyle that I choose. I'm not a big fan of like hustling and grinding and 16-hour work days. I totally respect those guys that do that, but for me personally, it's not my choice. To me, a business is an investment vehicle that serves my lifestyle, and it gives me a lifestyle I want to live, gives me the money I want to make in the time I want to make it. And sure, I could grind harder. I could put an extra 5 hours a day in and earn 20% more money. But to me, that's not worth it. I have an income goal, but I also have a lifestyle and a freedom goal. So, you know, if you're looking here for like a magical hustle type thing, you're not going to get it on this webinar. Sorry. I believe, you know, work hard but work smart at the same time. And the cool thing is that this system allows me to do all this by being myself, having fun, and helping people. And just you're going to see that all the 6 steps of this process all work by you giving stuff away and helping people. So you haven't got to learn hard sales, high pressure tactics. So you're going to give away insane amounts of free stuff away, and you can forget the ninja marketing tactics. And there's no more hard selling or objection handling that you need to do ever. Those days are kind of dying out. To become seen as the expert and authority now, you've got to demonstrate your expertise and show people what you can do, rather than use crazy, you know, NLP tricks to get someone to buy from you. That doesn't work anymore. So you can just enjoy being you, sharing your gifts with your market, and making it simple for them to reinvest in you in return. So let's do the same thing for you. This is the 6-step expert authority blueprint, and we're going to start off with an overview. Going to quickly go through the 6 steps, and then we'll go a bit more depth into each one with some case studies, so you can see people getting real results doing this right now. So the first step we have to take is to identify your best prospects. So you need to learn how to speak your client's language, because you might not have realized that how you speak expert is different to how you speak client. The biggest mistake a lot of coaches make is they're speaking as if they were speaking to their peers with expert jargon and language, and it's actually probably repelling your market. So I'll show you how to fix that in just a minute. Once you know that, you know who your clients are and what they want, and you can speak their language, then we can create a signature service and repackage what you do in a way that instantly becomes more attractive to them. When you do that, you don't have to learn to get better at sales so much. After that, then we start the marketing system, and it all begins with building a tribe or a database of people. So we'll start by attracting people in, building a tribe, giving some free stuff away so people start following you. But that's not all. That's as far as most people go. We are going to go an extra step forward, and we now want to turn those subscribers into fans. And these are not just regular subscribers, but these are subscribers that know you, like you, trust you, and they look forward to hearing from you. So we'll talk about that in just a bit. The next step, of course, is once you have those fans who you've built a great relationship with in your tribe, then we've got to have a system to convert them into paying customers, because you're a business, not a charity at the end of the day, right? So I'm going to walk you through a couple of the best conversion systems so you can be consistently getting new clients in, and this machine is working for you. Now, when you've done steps 1 to 5, you know your prospects, you have something to offer them, you're building a tribe, you're nurturing that tribe, and you're converting the tribe members into clients, there's only one more step. You then need to send traffic into that system and get as many people joining your tribe as you can. And that's step number 6, and that's being seen everywhere. And there are actually 3 main ways we can use to drive traffic to join your tribe. And I'll walk you through what those 3 ways are and give you some examples. So let's get straight into number 1, which is profiling your best prospects. Let me know if this sounds familiar to you, and let me know in the comments. As soon as this sounds familiar, give me a comment. Are you getting no engagement or low engagement on your content, your social media posts, or your offers? You know, is it like a cricket's chirping whenever you post on social media? Are you perhaps experiencing flaky leads and inconsistent revenue, ups and downs every month? Let me know if that is something that you've dealt with. Or maybe just a failure to get your message across and you can't quite understand why the market don't see how great you are, right? I imagine you have a very powerful message, but people just don't seem to get it and don't seem to care. So we need to change that. And when you learn to speak your prospect language, you'll create instant engagement, trust, and authority. And this is the first step, really making this whole system work. We have to be able to speak their language. So here's a few tips on how to create a deep connection with your market so they instantly engage with you. And when you learn these steps I'm going to show you, the cool news is you don't need to become a masterful copywriter. Right? Copywriting is a skill that takes years and years of practice. If you learn some of these techniques and some ways to ethically spy on your market that I'm about to show you, your sales copy will instantly and automatically get times better, right? So first one is to use forums and Facebook groups. So if you type in your niche plus the word forum, like I've done here with weight loss and forums, you'll see there's 1.5 million search results. There are forums and Facebook groups of your prospects all over the internet. There are thousands or even millions of groups like that that you can be a part of and you can tap into. So let me know in the comments right now, are you currently in a number of groups that have your target prospects inside them? Not peers, not other coaches, but your target prospects. Let me know in the comments if you're in those kind of groups right now. If you're not, you want to get in those groups right now, start asking questions and start looking at what questions they're posting. This is going to give you ideas for content. And it'll give you ideas of articles and different things you can make, because these are the actual phrases and buzzwords that your prospects are using. So that's the first tip, is to jump into these groups and forums and start doing that. Another one is to look at industry magazines. So these companies spend millions of dollars identifying exactly what little phrases and words and headlines attract your market. Now look, as an expert, you might not like some of these headlines, right? They could be a bit like quick fix mentality type things, but guess what? Your market are looking and responding to these. That's why these companies, these magazines win, because they know how to speak the prospect's language. So I would urge you to consider meeting your prospects where they are. So you can model and look at some of these headlines and phrases that these magazines use, because you can bet this is catching people's attention. And if you start using phrases like this to get people into your world where you can then educate them properly, it all starts from there. One more I'll give you is a tool called Facebook Audience Insights. This is totally free and it's in your Facebook account, and you can use this to type in any type of person and Facebook will bring up that demographic and give you insights into that audience. So I've typed in here, all people in the United States, 25 to 50 years of age, who are interested in leadership, as you can see from the left-hand side. If you're in that niche, like leadership, the John Maxwell, Tony Robbins type of stuff, you might not have realized, but look at the data Facebook gives us, that 55% of that audience are female. And of that audience, the biggest female segment, the most popular category, is the 25 to 34-year-old female demographic. So this gives you insights that you can use to tailor your marketing and find out more about them. And Facebook gives you a lot more information than just demographic. It tells you what kind of households these people live in. It tells you what people they follow on Facebook, tells you what products they've bought, tells you what car they drive, what household income they have, if they're married, if they have a university degree, tells you loads of cool stuff. And if you can use this research, your adverts and your promotions and your content get so much more targeted. Is that useful, guys? Is that a good tip straight away? You're going to use some of these tools to, do you think if you use this, you'd start getting a bit more connection with your audience and more engagement on your posts. In fact, how much easier and faster will it be to engage and convert prospects when you can describe their challenges even better than they can? So when you discover your market's pains, their goals, their obstacles, then you can move to the second step, which is going to be to create a signature service. Now we know what they're looking for, we can reel them in with content, and we can also sell them packages they want to know about. So why then, first of all, do most coaches fail to sell their services? Do you wish more people said yes to you when you offer them your services? So let's look at why you might be getting more no's than you want. There's two critical mistakes I've seen. First is that most coaches' offers and packages, they look, they sound, and they feel just like everybody else's. You know, Life Coach A has a block of 10 sessions. Life Coach B offers a block of 10 sessions. There's no difference. And if your market then see no distinction between you and the competition, they're just going to go with who's the cheapest. So if you're experiencing lots of flaky clients or tire kickers, it probably means you're just not distinguishing yourself enough, or you're not emphasizing the value that your product actually offers. And the second mistake when it comes to selling packages is that most experts are trading time for money packages, which limits your income and limits your freedom. So even if you do make sales, you're going to box yourself into a job before long that doesn't have scale potential. So we need to make your offers stand out so you can charge more than your competitors with ease. And your signature package needs to do the three following things. So you want to write this down. Number one, we need to create an emotional connection with your prospect. And we do that by packaging your service by emphasizing the results it gets for them. Not the features, but the results. So as an example, when I was running a fitness studio, my nearest competitor offered a 30-day fitness boot camp for $50, right? But that's what it was, a 30-day fitness boot camp, $50. I came in and I offered a 30-day bikini body transformation program, and I charged $100 for mine. I was getting all the leads, people applying to work with me. He went out of business, even though I was charging 3 times more for the same product, essentially. They're both 30-day bootcamp programs. They both have 12 workouts. They both have nutrition plans. But mine was a bikini body transformation. His was a 30-day membership. See the difference? Mine had an emotional connection, so I got more sales without being better at sales. I was just better at positioning. And that's where the expert authority principle starts kicking in. And I know what I knew to call it bikini body transformation. Why? Because I did step number 1, and I learned to speak my prospect's language. So you can do the same thing. But that's not all. We also need to create a logical connection, and you do that by showing people how your program follows a step-by-step framework for getting results. So I'm giving you 6 steps right now. So I'm showing you, hey, this is the expert authority blueprint, and these are the 6 steps. So at the end of this, hopefully, you can look at those steps and think, yeah, that makes sense. I can see how if I follow this, I'm going to get that result. And when you have an emotional connection and a logical connection, that's when your prospects are going to want to buy from you, because they see this can get me the result I want, and I can visualize and understand how it works. So it gives them more belief in what you offer. So you get those 2 things right, and your packages are going to be way powerful without you having to learn to become the next Wolf of Wall Street on sales, right? This is how I've always sold more packages. I don't do any high-pressure sales stuff. I just let my packages sell themselves. It's working smarter, not harder. And that brings me to the third point. We also have to do something with our packages that benefits you. And this means you need at least one product or one service that delivers results at scale and serves many people at once, so that you can sell an almost infinite number of packages and multiply your income without your time cost going up. Now, I'm not saying you have to have only this type of scalable program. You can still do one-to-one coaching or masterminds or events, but you want to consider having at least one, maybe like a membership program or digital product, something in your product range that you could sell to anyone every day of the week, and your income could keep going up, but your time wouldn't. Let me know in the comments, do you have something like that? I call that an infinity model, something that I could be adding customers to. I'll do other stuff as well, but my main asset that I'm building is that leverageable, scalable, low barrier program. Let me know in the comments if you have something like that, or if you'd like to make something like that. Okay, so if you just started one, not yet, coming soon, cool. So I think this is something that every coach expert should have in their arsenal somewhere. Because wouldn't it be cool if you could just get people all around the world paying you 10, 20, 30 bucks a month for access to your information? You do that, right? And if you can sell one of those, you can sell 10. And if you can sell 10 memberships, you can sell 100. And if you can sell 100, you can sell 1,000. So think about that, 1,000 people paying you $10 a month, right? Much easier than trying to sell the high-ticket items, right? So let's assume you've got your package in place. Then we can move to step number 3. And now we start building a tribe so we can start getting customers. So we want to start building a tribe and do it on autopilot, because now we have the tools and technology to collect interested, hungry leads every single day on autopilot. And your success is really based on the tribe you build. Now, what's working for me right now is building my email list and free Facebook community groups. Let me know, do you have a Facebook group or an email list building right now? If you don't, you want to start like yesterday, okay? At minimum, an email list, and for brownie points would be a Facebook group or some kind of social media tribe where they have to subscribe to you. It could be YouTube subscribers, a LinkedIn group, whatever. But the real question here is, how do we grow this tribe every day, right? So you build your list. Here's the kicker. It's not by advertising. This is what most people tell you to do. Advertise your group. Advertise your email list. Don't do that, because we are finding that instead, if you give awesome content away and give people a sample of what's to come in that tribe when they join, you're going to attract a lot more people. Okay, so Linda here in the comments has put that she sends them to a freebie 5-day e-course, which is fantastic, and it's the kind of thing we're going to talk about here. And we're going to talk about where challenges will fit in, right? So getting traffic to adverts. What I mean by an advert is like a Facebook advert or a Google advert saying, hey, come over here and subscribe to this thing. Give me your email address, right? That's an advert. It's asking for something. That's getting more expensive, but getting traffic to valuable free content is cheaper and easier than ever. So let me ask you this: would you trade a cup of Starbucks coffee for hundreds of prospects every day? Because we're getting hundreds of new people into our world for less than $5 a day with some of the new tools that are out there. And we do this by advertising video and blog content, mainly with Facebook advertising. So I'll give you a little insight into Facebook ads right now. We'll cover this a bit later, but just to give you an overview, here is a screenshot of one of the video ads we've been promoting for the last 6 or 7 months. I just let this run $5 a day, and it just runs every day on autopilot. And you can see by the bottom, it's had 86,000 people reach so far have watched this video. Now, this screenshot was taken a few weeks ago, so it's probably over 100,000 now. But this is just a 3-minute video that gives people content first before they subscribe. So we're actually giving them free stuff. Here's another one. This is from a fitness business. From a couple of years ago, we ran this, and this was going to a blog post. So it was a Facebook ad that they click, it takes them to a blog post that they can read first of all for free. So you can see we reached over 250,000 people with that, right? I'll zoom in on this post, You can see we reached over 250,000 people reached of our target audience. And here's the cool thing. Look below. We had 1.2 thousand likes on this post. The other reactions didn't exist when we ran this a couple of years ago. But also below that, 293 shares. Now, what do you think would happen to your business if you had a post like mine here and you had 293 people sharing your blog post? What do you think might happen, right? Do you think that would get you more clients? Of course, right? So the difference is if we had done a direct advert, which would be asking for something like an email address, we wouldn't have got 290 shares. We get all those shares and likes and people thanking us and sharing our post because we're giving them something first. So we're essentially promoting content first before asking for the email address. And it's very different to what 99% of marketers are doing with Facebook ads. So we'll come back to the ads later, but for now, you might be wondering, what do you talk about in these videos and blog posts? So when we're doing broad advertising, and this is content going to a cold market, which means these people don't know you yet, they don't know you, like you, and trust you yet, you have to give them a certain type of content. And this is what we call an awareness campaign, where people are just becoming aware of you and aware of the challenges they face and the possible solutions. So in these kind of blog posts, articles, or 3-minute videos, you want to keep them short because, again, people aren't really invested in listening to you yet. They're not going to jump on a webinar straight away unless they've got to know you a bit more first. So in these ones, we want to inspire them of a new possibility. Talk about the results they could be getting. Talk about what's possible for them. Talk about the transformation that lies ahead of them. You also want to demonstrate some proof of other people doing it. So you inspire them with case studies. And you can talk about the myths, some of the mistakes they believe, frustrations they may have, or common problems they're searching for answers for. Overall, here you want to give more inspiration, less education. You see, what most coaches and experts do is they teach too hard at this stage. If you promote a blog post, and the blog post I showed you in an example there was only 400 words. That blog post was 400 words. What most people try and do is they'll make like a 10,000 word novel, you know, with your 259 steps to change your life. And when you promote that to a cold audience, what happens? Nobody reads it. And then you might think your content was bad. The content's not bad. You were just giving too much to people that don't know you, like you, and trust you yet. So we give them little bits of micro content, short videos, short blog posts, until they then ask to join our tribe. And they join our email list, they join our newsletter, they join our Facebook group because they want more. And that's what brings us to the next step. Once they are your followers and they've joined to subscribe to you and they're in your Facebook group or your email list, then we want to give them some different content to turn them into raving fans. This is where you lay on them your bit more intensive information. So forget building a list of subscribers. That alone does not work. You want raving fans. Let me ask you this, guys. Are you on, and you probably subscribe to a lot of email newsletters, right? Are you on, or have you ever been, you get an email in your inbox for somebody whose list you're on, but you can't remember who that person is? Have you had that before? Let me know in the comments. So you get an email from somebody, you're obviously subscribed to their list, but you don't remember who they are, you don't remember signing up for their list. You probably did, you just don't remember, right? Yeah, often, Eric says. But let me ask you this, are you on some email lists that whenever that person emails you, you go straight and you open their email because you want to hear from them? Even if you know there's probably going to be some kind of call to action or some kind of sales pitch in there, and you still go and read those emails, right? And again, you all have people like that. That's the difference. Subscribers and fans are different things, and we want you to breed fans. They come in as subscribers, but you want people, when they see your emails, to eagerly open them and to know who you are. Same with the Facebook group. When they get a notification that you have posted in your Facebook group or you are going live in your Facebook group, they go straight there and they stop what they're doing. Would you like that, guys? Does that sound good? Does that sound like that's something that's going to help you? Because that's what we need to do here. So we do this with what I call the authority hero campaign. They already see you as an authority because they've subscribed to learn more from you. But we want to make you like a hero in their eyes. So here is another content campaign that we give them that gives them massive value for free, while simultaneously building trust and authority. And doing this makes it more likely for subscribers and group members to invest in higher ticket services with you. So here's an example. In the Authority Hero campaign, this type of content is where you educate them on your process for getting results. You talk a bit more about the steps. You flesh it out a bit more. You teach them what steps are important for success and why. What are the benefits of applying those steps? What are the consequences of not applying each of your steps? And at this point, you can create a deeper connection by revealing more of you and your story, because now they're more interested to learn about you. In the original phase, in the awareness campaign, when you have a 3-minute video on Facebook to a cold audience, they don't give a crap who you are, right? They really don't care. They're focused on them and their problems. But now that you've built a little bit of trust and they join your tribe, now they do want to know a bit more about you. So here is where you actually start talking about yourself. And here's some examples. This type of bigger educational content could be longer PDF guides, could be like longer videos or a video series, could be an audio or a podcast, or it could be an online challenge. Challenges are quite popular right now. This is where this would come in. Again, you know, a cold person might not opt in to do a 5-day challenge with you, but if they come into your Facebook group or join your email list first, then they have a much better chance of then jumping onto your challenge. Now remember, this content then is delivered only to your subscribers and followers. So to quickly recap, you're building your list of subscribers with some micro content, then you're following up with more content that's a bit more in depth. So here's an overview visually of how it works. We have the attract stage, where you attract people into your Facebook group or an email list. Or there are other tribes, but I like these two for now. Then, once they're in your tribe, we nurture them with the Authority Hero campaign. And this is where we give them things like PDFs, challenges, video series, or live streams even. Longer content takes a bit more time to consume, and it's more focused on the process and educating them on the steps to follow to get results. Does that make sense so far, guys? Give me a comment of how this is fitting in for you right now so far, just so I know if you're getting this or not. If you need me to slow down, if you need me to go back on anything. Is this making sense to you guys? Does it just sound like a sensible way of doing things? Let me know in the comments. And once you've nurtured them, then we then move into the final stage, which is to convert them. Okay, and to do that, we need something called a conversion mechanism. I'll explain what that is in the next step. All right, so this is where we come to step number 5, where we enroll fans into clients. Okay, we need to convert people into being buyers. So how do you present your services without feeling nervous and pushy? How do you avoid wasting time with prospects who aren't ready to buy from you? Well, look, selling is actually quite simple. If you've done the steps so far, these people are going to be highly sold on you already before you offer anything. And sales and selling can feel good, believe it or not, because as I promised you guys, everything I've showed you so far just depends on you giving people value for free, right? I'm pretty sure you can do that so far. So here's a process that gives you highly qualified prospects by giving them even more free value that's just going to wow them. It's time to give them your real best stuff so their jaws hit the floor. And this is where you can stand out as an expert authority by giving them more value that they won't get anywhere else. And I've been using this process to fill high-ticket consulting programs, luxury retreats, and masterminds for years. We want to give them a demonstration of your process in action. This is ultimately the best way of selling something. We call this a conversion mechanism. So this is a high-value piece of content. And what do you include in this? Well, the key thing to remember is it's critical to give value as well as make an offer. This is a big piece of content. It's going to make an offer to work with you for a fee, but it's got to give some value first. So you could show some real examples or case studies. You can make a case study that's in-depth and showing somebody following your steps and what results they got. And then at the end, it could offer them a chance to work with you and say, would you like results like this? You could offer support, guidance, and what we call results in advance. So they could get like a shorter version of your program where they can get some initial results, and if they like it, they're going to want to carry on and pay to keep working with you. Overall, you want to give them an experience of what it's like to work with you as a client and get results. And then finally, offer the opportunity to take action with your help long term. So here are some examples of the best conversion mechanisms that we found for coaches, experts, and consultants specifically. There's the old free consultation, right? So free consultation, you get to demonstrate the steps, walk them through how it would look like for them in their unique situation. And at the end of that consultation, if they like the sound of it, ask if they'd like to be a client. You can do free seminars, free webinars, outlining the steps. And again, at the end, if someone wants to learn more and they want your help to do it together, they can talk to you about it. And if not, no problem. Or even best is a free trial, a sample, or a demonstration of the service. Okay, how do Audi sell their cars? Right? They don't give you a PDF about the 5 things you must know about an Audi. No, Audi give you a demonstration. They give you a test drive. They let you sit in the car and experience it for yourself. Why? Because that's easier. It's easier for you to fall in love with the product by using it than it is for them to try and sell you a $100,000 car. They let you use it yourself, so you clearly will want more. And that's the simplest way. If you don't want to be a hard, high-pressure salesperson, then make sure you have a great product and give people a sample of it, and the product should sell itself. Simple as that. So now we have the 3 stages again, and our conversion mechanisms could be consultations, seminars, webinars, or some kind of trial demonstration. So we're attracting people into your group or list. We're nurturing them with PDFs, videos, challenges, maybe live streams, and then those people that have responded the best, after they've been nurtured, we can offer them a conversion mechanism, a consultation with you, a seminar, a webinar, or a demonstration. And those people are more than likely just going to sell themselves into your program because you've built such a strong relationship and you gave first. So the final step to this is now to send traffic into that system. So all you've got to do is send traffic in and then just give strategically in the right way, giving the right content to the right person at the right time, and sales will come almost effortlessly for you. So once your Authority Hero campaign is set up and ready to go, once you know what you're going to deliver to your tribe, then we set up traffic generation systems to send thousands of interested prospects into that funnel. So that's an overview. There's the attract, nurture, convert system. And we just want to send traffic right into that and allow people to see some content and join your Facebook group and join your email list and ask to learn more from you. Simple enough? So here's how to be seen everywhere. And there are 3 main ways to drive traffic. We have paid traffic. which means we generate leads daily on autopilot with laser-targeted, low-cost Facebook ad posts. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. We also have organic traffic, where you can be getting people to watch your videos and blog posts organically by posting on social media. And finally, there's endorsed traffic, where you get other influencers or people with a large tribe to share your content with them, so they then start following you. So let me give you some examples of each of these in action. First of all, paid traffic. So why do most Facebook ad campaigns fail? Let me know first in the comments, who here is running or has run Facebook ads? Is anybody running Facebook ads right now? Let me know. And let me know if they've worked or what you might think of them. I'll come back to those comments in just a sec. But the reason most Facebook ads fail is because here's what most marketers teach you. This is what they tell you to do. They say, hey, make a Facebook advert, and when someone clicks that advert, you take them to a landing page or a squeeze page, and it just takes an email address. So you tease them with something. You say, hey, you can get this free thing, but oh wait, you've got to give me your email address first, right? And so most marketers are telling you, go out to the cold market and send all that traffic directly to a landing page. And this worked maybe five years ago, but now things are changing. Facebook are clamping down on this. People's accounts are getting banned. Ad costs will go up if you do it this way because the cold traffic doesn't trust you. 5 years ago, you could pull this off, and I did a lot of it because less people were advertising on Facebook. But now Facebook is hitting its limit of advertisers. People, like everyone is doing this. All your competitors are all doing this now. So if you try doing it the same way as them, you're not going to stand out. And you're asking for something before giving. And ultimately, this now costs 10 times more in advertising spend, and you get lower conversions, you get worse results, and you pay more for it. So you might have realized if you're running Facebook ads right now, you've probably realized that traffic to a landing page is costing more and more every day, right? And this is why Facebook are changing up the algorithm. So here's what we do. And I do this to make a minimum 10x ROI on every dollar I invest in Facebook ads. It's called the reverse squeeze method, and I learned this probably about 4 years ago from my mentor Frank Kern, and we've been using it for 4 years, but non-stop. And other coaches have not caught on to this yet. So there are two ways of doing a reverse squeeze method. The first is with video adverts. Now this is great if you're just starting out. So here's how it looks. Here's one example I have running right now. This is a campaign that's live as we speak, right? You can see the timestamp on there, if you look closely, is March the 1st. So this is a video ad we put out. Just a video, it's 3 minutes, gives people some content, talks about the problems they might be dealing with, and gives them some help first. People haven't got to opt in. In fact, you can see from that, there's nowhere to opt in. I literally ask for nothing. It's just a video that goes out there, and you can see we've reached 92,000 people and had 59,000 views on this advert, on this video, right? Because I'm just helping people. What we then do is Facebook tracks everyone that watches this video, and it tracks how long they watch it for, which is amazing, right? So what we do then is we set up a new advert, okay, which is this one in the middle, and this is what we call a retarget campaign or a retarget advert. And this advert is only shown to people who watched 25% or more of the original video post. Does that make sense, guys? So Facebook tells us, if 59,000 people started watching the 3-minute video, maybe 10,000 of those watched 25% or more. So this advert in the middle will only pop up on the newsfeed of people who have watched 25% of the video. Why 25%? Because I guess if they've watched 25% of a 3-minute video, then they're probably interested in this topic. They wouldn't watch it for 20 or 30 seconds or longer if they really weren't resonating with the content. So this is qualifying them to us, saying they really want help with this. So we've given first, we've given some value, and then we follow up with them only if they've demonstrated that much interest. So it gets a much better response. We get all positive feedback on our adverts. And remember that one I showed you earlier about the blog post for the fitness gym with the 290 shares? That's the kind of thing that starts happening because you're only showing adverts to people that will respond well because we know they're interested. And then when they click this advert, then they come to the landing page. So most marketers are telling you just do an ad to a landing page. What I'm suggesting is give the content first with the reverse squeeze method, which means you give something and then you get the email address if they want more. Does that make sense, guys? So it's a little subtle difference, but it's created a massive difference for us. So you can do a video ads method like this, or you can do it with blog posts, and they can click to read a blog post first, and then you can set up a retarget advert that only shows to the people that read your blog post, right? So it's amazing technology. It's been around for 4 or 5 years now, and we've been using this since the day Facebook released this retargeting option. Okay, so just so you think it's not just me doing this, guys, there are clients and other people doing it as well. So this is one of my clients, Imran, who's a business coach, and he's earning $11,000 in just 1 month using this Facebook video ad funnel. So as he says here, he shows a simple 4-step way to start a low-cost business, and just last month he converted 8 sales at $1,495 each. Okay, and he closes people over an SMS, right, or WhatsApp, right? This is crazy because he's done so much work on the front of giving value first. The prospects are so pre-sold. He doesn't need a fancy sales page. He doesn't need to do a one-on-one sales consult. He's selling a $1,400 event through WhatsApp. Like, he literally sends them his bank details, and I was shocked when I started working with Imran. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how do you make sales from text? He's like, they tell me they want to buy, I send them my bank details, and they go and pay for it. And I was like, wow, and it's crazy, right? But that's the power of giving content first. And here's another coach, another one of my clients, Danny, who has an online fitness program, and he was skeptical of using videos in the beginning. He worried that he wouldn't look right on camera, didn't know what to say, but I talked him through the awareness campaign, and he put his first £43 into Facebook video ads, made £900 in sales back in 7 days, leading people through that process and eventually coming on to a 20-minute consultation with him. So he's pretty sold on videos right now, and we're just scaling that up, showing these videos to more people. So I've been using this reverse squeeze funnel since about 2013 because we know it works, and the difference in results is absolutely shocking. It's crazy that more people are not doing this type of marketing yet. We do a front-loaded giving campaign, a content marketing campaign, rather than trying to just squeeze email addresses and make sales. That will not work anymore. Because Facebook and other paid platforms like YouTube or Google, they want you to promote content, not adverts, because it gives a better user experience to their customers. So promote content first to get cheap leads and higher conversions. If you want to post organically. So here's 3 ways to get a flood more. Do this post, how to do that, 10 ways to do this, 10 ways to do that. You also want to make sure that you are showing a good side of you as well. All right, guys, let me know. Somebody mentioned my sound has got interrupted. Can you hear me okay right now? The audio cuts out a bit over here sometimes in Cyprus, so let me know if you guys can hear me right now again. We're okay, good. All right, almost wrapping up. Second big tip on social media, use a mix of themes and different media. So use texts, use images, use link posts, use live streams. Mix it up, guys. Don't do the same thing all the time. And finally, number 3, you need to be consistent. This is the most powerful one that nobody does. You can't post for 3 days in a row and then wonder where's all the clients. Those who've made it successfully on social media organically post day in and day out, at least once a day, and be prepared to see results over the long term. So this is just one of my clients, Jimmy, who by following his principles has blown up his Facebook group, and he got over 100 people in 4 days with this content marketing approach. And like he says there, it's the first time he's not going straight for the sale. He's building a community and a tribe first, and it feels better. That's the best thing about this. He feels better doing this because it's more natural. You're an expert. You want to give. You want to do what you do best, which is help people, not learn to become a high-pressure closer, right? Or here's another one. This is Josiah, another one of my clients. He got 20 clients in 10 days just by posting consistently following a plan I gave him. I gave him a 30-day Facebook posting plan. He followed it to the letter, and this is actually outdated. He's now got 35 clients from this out of nowhere. So the third one then is endorsed traffic. Now here's how we get other people to share your content with their audience, okay? So here's how we do that. You always want to offer value first and understand what that person wants. So you want to go out there and find complementary services to your own. Find other people who have lists or tribes of people that are good prospects for you, and think of complementary value you can offer them. So, if you run a hair salon, could you go and find someone who has maybe a beauty therapist who has a list of women, and you could offer to do some hair training tips for their audience? If you offer Facebook ads, if you're a Facebook marketer, let's say, could you find someone who teaches Google ads and go to them and say, hey, would your Google ad clients love to learn some Facebook ad stuff so they can do more advertising? And they're probably going to love to work with you. So you can get in front of their audience by giving cool content to them. And you want to provide awesome and exclusive content. When you work with a JV partner, don't give them the same rehash stuff you give to everybody. So if you post in other people's Facebook groups, or you go and get interviewed on a podcast, or you do a guest blog post, make sure it's exclusive and unique every time. Just a sign of respect, and it'll go further for you. So here's some examples of ways you can get endorsed traffic. So you could be interviewed on a podcast. So this is just one example. I get interviewed on at least 4 to 6 podcasts every month. And this is just one of them by my friends Luis and Kamala, who own the Thriving Launch podcast. So I got interviewed by them. They then send this podcast to their thousands of listeners and say, hey, this is Justin, check him out, he's cool. And at the end of the interview, they ask me, hey, Justin, where can these people find out more about you? And guess what I do? I don't say, go to this sales page. No. I say, hey, they can join my Facebook group, or they can join my email list. I've got some free stuff for them they might enjoy. So I'll collect new subscribers from my podcast interviews. And the podcast hosts love that because I'm giving them more free stuff to their audience. You can do guest blogging. This is a guest blog of mine that posted on Todd Brown's blog. Todd Brown is a kind of internet marketing legend. I've posted a few guest blogs on his blog there. So They see the article and they see my bio and a link to learn more about me. And this is an interview with my friend Joss. So get interviewed on video or live streams or JV webinars. And again, the person interviewing you will promote that out then to their audience. And that's how you get endorsed traffic. So look for complementary people you can help, fill a gap for them, give them some unique content, and you'll be surprised how many people will actually be willing to interview you or guest publish your content. So endorsed traffic is great because it's free and the leads are already warmed. And this exposes you to hundreds or thousands more potential prospects who already trust you more than a cold audience, if that makes sense. So let's just quickly recap what we've covered so far. So first of all, we identified the best prospects. I showed you a couple of tools there to learn their language and find out what they're looking for. Then you want to create a signature service and base it something, have at least one scalable program. For me, it's my Expert Authority Academy, where people can be added to that and your time cost doesn't increase. Then we want to start building your tribe on autopilot. That's that attraction phase. Build a group, build your list. Then step 4, you start nurturing those followers so they become fans by giving them more educational content. PDFs, challenges, video series, so they're just wowed by you. Then in step 5, we start converting those fans into clients by giving even more stuff away. So give consultations, seminars, webinars, trials, and of course, only the most committed people are going to step forward and invest time into consuming this stuff. So you know, these are the people most likely to want to work with you long term. And when that's set up, you then be seen everywhere by driving traffic through paid advertising, organic social content, and endorsed traffic. And that is pretty much the system overview. So let's make it even simpler. The blueprint overall means to send traffic, nurture a tribe, and then make an offer to work with you. If you can do that consistently every day, you'll start dominating your market in a very short space of time, whilst growing a business that gives you freedom and makes a difference in people's lives. It's not complex or difficult. And here's a quote I always say to my clients. Look, when your desire to help people becomes greater than your fear of being rejected, your business is going to start growing. And what this means is you just need to get yourself out there, get your message out, give your content, and wow people by, not by telling them how great you are, but by showing them how good your stuff is. And that's what's going to make people start following you. So what I just showed you is the exact system I've personally used to go from a struggling coach to a $10,000 per month income. And I'm helping coaches, consultants, and experts around the world to model my proven system. And if you'd like me to help you implement everything we've gone over, plus a lot more, then I'd be happy to, as I mentioned at the beginning. So this is for you if you want to be seen as an expert and authority, grow an engaged Facebook group that creates trust with your prospects, you want an automated sales funnel to create a never-ending flow of new prospects and clients, to create a consistent and predictable monthly income from your expertise, with my personal help every step of the way, then this is specifically for you. Here's how we're going to do this, okay? I have a very special new mentoring program, and it is the 12-month immersion program inside my Expert Authority Academy. And here's how this is going to work. By the way, no, this is not an info product, okay? This is actually an interactive mentoring and accountability program designed to help you implement rather than learn. So here's how we'll work together to grow your expert business for the next year, 12 months together. First, you and I get on the phone one-to-one to design your personal 12-month profits plan. We're going to go through all the steps we covered here and put it together for you. This is a one-to-one call, and the plan we create is individual to you and your business. So we'll begin by listening to you. I'll find out about your current challenges, find out your income and your lifestyle goals, And then we design your custom expert authority blueprint to get you there. We'll look at the 6 steps, and we'll lay out in one call what that's going to look like exactly for you. And we do this by reviewing your current web pages. We'll take a look at your sales funnel if you haven't already. We'll identify the customers most likely to buy from you. We'll do some research together. We'll then decide on your signature offer. Then we'll plan out your tribe building tools, and we map out your sales funnel, as well as the best ways to be sending traffic into it. So by the end of this call, you'll have a crystal clear plan of how to attract, nurture, and convert prospects. But that's just the beginning of us working together. We're going to then implement that 12-month plan together. This is an entire year of focus, implementation, and personal guidance from me and my expert team. So we do this, first of all, I'm going to give you a live mastermind session every week. So every single week for the next 1 year, we jump on a mastermind session inside my private academy where we get to chat, interact, and you get my help live on the phone. This is a $4,997 value alone. I personally help you every week with anything you need. If you need me to review your pages, emails, your content, review your Facebook ad campaigns, and keep you updated with new strategies I'm using in my own businesses. Anything you need, you have my help, and we do that on the live calls every week for the next 52 stuck in your business. But that's not all you're getting. You're also getting exclusive access to our students-only support group. There's a private support group area to ask questions or get critiques of your materials every single day for the next year. And that's a $997 value I'm giving you with this as well. So you can ask me questions and get a personal response 365 days a year, access to me online every single day for the next 12 months inside the private support group. So you can gain inspiration or answers from other students who are getting massive results. All the case studies I've shown you so far, all the clients I've mentioned on this webinar, they're all inside the academy, learning and applying these steps so you can learn from them too. And here's an insanely valuable bonus you get. Inside the students only group, you get access to my expert team as well as me. So you get access to my world-class copywriters. If you need to ask them anything or to review your material, they'll take a look. You get my sales funnel team who create automated sales funnels for 7- and 8-figure coaches and speakers. Would that help you, do you think? And my Facebook ads specialists, the guys I trust with my checkbook to group. You can tag them in questions, show them your Facebook ad. They will time in the program. Members portal where you get bonus webinars, trainings, and guest expert trainings. You're also going to get my monthly Insider Secrets newsletter, which is a $997 value for the year. So you get one newsletter every month. We cover different topics. You see one example here is one newsletter about filling seminars and selling from stage. We've got another newsletter covering sales funnels in full depth, another one covering marketing psychology, and just tons of stuff you can learn from that if you want to. Plus, I'm giving you one more bonus today with a real value of $997, Expert Authority Blueprint online study course. So this product gives you immediate access to every single modules covered there, workbooks, these videos download to your and do some results. It's call with me. We're going to do this together, first of all. Okay, so you get the personal 12-month profit plan. That's worth $1,997. You're going to get the live weekly mastermind calls for 1 year, which is a $4,997 value to ask me anything every week. Access to the members vault for 1 year with all bonus trainings and guest expert trainings. 1 year subscription of the monthly What's Working Now newsletter. You get access to the private support community where you can ask me anything and my team for 1 year. Plus the bonus, you get the Expert Authority Blueprint online course, which goes much, much deeper in depth on all these modules we covered today. That's sold for $997 online right now, but you're going to get that free included. So total value, everything, if you purchased it all separately, that's going to come to $10,784. But this program overall is just going to be one payment of $497, and again, you get access to all that stuff. So if you want to start that right now, if it sounds good to you to work together with me for the next 12 months, just go to justindevonshire.com/immersion, and you'll find out more about the program right there. So it still gets better than that. If you've hung on this far, I want to tell you this is a no-risk decision for you. I'm protecting you with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Okay, and here it is. If by the end of 60 days you decide this program is not for you, let me know, and I'll give you a full unconditional refund. No questions asked, and you can still keep everything. You keep the 12-month profits plan that we created together. You keep access to all the mastermind calls you've had that far. Keep access to all the materials you've downloaded. Keep access to my $997 blueprint program. You keep that as well. I'm not going to ask for anything back. No fine print, no hard feelings. And I offer this, sounds crazy, but I offer this because I know you're going to love the program and you're going to want to carry on and want to do this. So that's how confident I am. 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So either you love the program or you keep it for free. That's the worst that's going to happen from this, basically. So you go to justindevonshire.com/immersion and enroll right now. You're getting the exact system that I've used to grow multiple income streams from nothing to 6 figures, and I teach my 7- and 8-figure clients how to do the same thing. So finally, you have everything you need to grow and scale your expert business. I'm giving you every single piece of the puzzle. It's a custom plan for your business that we do one-to-one. Then you get help and accountability for the next 52 weeks, so you must implement it. You get me on your ass every single week asking what you've done. You get access to my expert team, copywriters, funnel builders, Facebook ads, because these are all skills that take a lot of time to learn. So I don't want you to go out there and try and learn to be an amazing copywriter. I don't want you to learn how to be the world's best Facebook ads expert. I would rather you just follow the guidelines we give you, make something, and then have my team critique it for you so you can launch it and get results like the people I showed you so far, like Imran and Danny and Josiah, those guys all getting results with ads and funnels. Plus, remember, you get free access to the Expert Authority Blueprint online course. And you can see this is a screenshot taken from the web page. It's actually live online. You can actually go to that page and buy this for $997. I'm giving it to you free with this 12-month program. So if you do want more information, if you do want to go deeper into the modules, you get all 6 modules in that product. You'll get instant access to that with the worksheets and downloadables. So you just learn everything there is to know about building and growing and scaling your expert business. So you've watched this presentation, you want to genuinely help people enjoy financial security and more freedom, and you know this is an investment that will pay you back dozens of times over. So take advantage of this incredible discount, the amazing bonuses, the coaching, accountability, and focus from me every week for the next year. and the love it or it's free guarantee. To enroll at the link below right now if you're ready to take your financial future into your hands and get this done together. Okay, justinDevonshire.com/immersion. So if you're not sure yet, just ask yourself this: would it be worth $497, one single payment, for us to create a 12-month step-by-step client getting blueprint for you? That call, that first call we have in the next 7 days is going to be worth the money alone, right? I charge thousands of dollars for a plan, an entire 12-month plan like that. Don't you think with my help you'd make a positive return on that investment several times over? And if you're like many of my students, you'll tell me that you'd pay for your membership several years over from the first month's content and mentoring alone. So if you're still unsure, ask yourself, would it be worth $497 to get daily mentoring, daily feedback, and daily support from my team who create Facebook ads, sales funnels, and marketing strategy for 7- and 8-figure coaches? We're consulting and working with 7- and 8-figure multi-million-dollar coaches right now. I'm pretty sure there's a lot we can teach you from that as well. Or consider this: would it be worth $497 to speak to me live every week and have me review your marketing and answer your personal questions so you never get stuck or confused or overwhelmed ever again? Well, that's what happens with the live weekly implementation calls that we're going to be doing. Plus, you get to learn from other members and see what's working for them. So if any of that sounds valuable to you, then this is a no-brainer decision. So take this crazy offer and start your 12-month immersion today. Remember, you're getting the program for $997. That is there online to be bought right now. You get that totally free. That's absolutely yours. Now, here's something cool about the cost of this mentoring program. If you work it out, $497 divided over the next 365 days we're going to work together, it's only $1.36 per day. So I'm sorry, if you're not looking to invest $1.36, then this is not going to be the right program for you. If this sounds too expensive for you, then it's best just to not sign up, because that's not the kind of mentality I'm looking to work with. But if $136 per day disappeared from your bank or your PayPal account, would you even notice? Right, so together for that investment, we can transform your business and secure your financial future. So enroll today and let's grow your income together for the next 12 months. You'll be part of an exclusive group of ambitious and like-minded coaches, consultants, and experts from all around the world, where you'll discover valuable business growth strategies that most entrepreneurs never get hold of. You'll discover the most cutting-edge strategies and tactics to get more clients, months, or even years before your competitors learn this stuff. And you get to take campaigns, strategies, and systems that I'm using right now across my businesses and deploy them into your own with my help, looking over your shoulder every step of the way. Plus, you'll connect with your fellow Academy members and me every single week live on our mastermind call. So you get the strategy, the focus, and the accountability you need. So accept my offer and join the immersion program today. And I'm protecting you with the love it or it's free guarantee. So after 60 days, if you don't think this was the single best investment you've made for your financial future, I'll give you a full refund and let you keep everything anyway. But there's one more thing I want to give you. Okay, here's what happens as soon as you enroll. When you follow the URL below, justindevonshire.com/immersion, you'll be taken to an easy, secure order form. So you'll see ClickBank. Now, ClickBank is just the payment processor that handles my payments. Okay, so that's the site it should look like. You'll come to a page first which has a few details. Click the big button, and then you'll see the ClickBank order form. You'll see you can pay with PayPal too. It has an option for PayPal on there. Then, once you go through that, you'll reach the success page with your 60-day guarantee in writing and access links to get started immediately. So you get access to the material and the bonuses, and then on the right-hand side, you have a link that goes straight to our private Facebook group. So from here, you can instantly and easily access the members vault and the Facebook group. When you click the left button, it'll take you to a page that you see on the left where you then create an account and you get an exclusive login access. The Expert Authority Blueprint program, the modules are in there for you straight away as well. And if you click on the right-hand button, you'll come into the Facebook group. And inside the Facebook group, you'll hear from my community manager, and she'll book us in for our one-to-one profits call over the next 7 days. So we get on the phone one-to-one in the next week, and we create your individual 12-month strategy plan to dominate your niche. Then, after that, you get my coaching every week on the live calls, and you can use my expert team to overcome any challenge and make sure you're implementing that plan day by day, week by week. If you do that, can you imagine what your life will look like in 12 months from now? You get a predictable and consistent income, financial security, a business that can run without you, and you can be making a massive impact on people's lives, giving your loved ones the lifestyle they deserve. So you can be part of a tiny minority of coaches, experts, and consultants who are changing the world. So enroll today and start transforming your financial future and create the lifestyle impact you deserve for changing lives with your expertise. And one more time, you get the access in the 12-month immersion program. You get access to the Authority Blueprint. That's a $997 program, totally yours immediately. Access to the members area with some extra bonus content. Access to the private group. 52 weekly masterminds. We get the one-to-one planning call we do together. All that is one single payment of only $497. And you go to justindevonshire.com/immersion to get started. And you're protected by a 60-day money-back guarantee. So literally, you have everything you need right then and there. All right, guys, I'm going to go to a quick Q&A. So going to put the next 5 minutes or so. If you have any questions right now, post them in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you want me to go back to, anything you want me to cover in a bit more depth, anything about the program. If you have questions about the immersion program and how we're going to work together, let me know. I'll just give you guys a few seconds to get the questions coming in. All right, so we've got one question here from Ben asking, what if I don't have a product yet? Will this still work? So great question there, Ben. Now, the cool thing is, if you don't have a product yet, there's two things here. First of all, we can get you one in 7 days. It doesn't take longer than a week to get the first version of your product ready to go. I have a unique product creation system that cuts away all the BS and gets your information out there and packaged within a week or two without any trouble whatsoever. The second thing then is that it's actually pretty good. If you're in a position where you haven't built that yet, that's pretty good. Most coaches and consultants I work with, we usually have to change their products anyway because their offers and products haven't been packaged very well. So there's usually plenty of stuff we have to change. So if you're coming in fresh with no product, that's actually great because we can get it right the first time and we can get it done within a week or so. And then everything is congruent and we can start building your tribe, putting your content together, putting your webinars together, putting your challenges together, whatever you need help with, and we'll help you build all those things and build the whole funnel and then send people into that product. So yeah, if you don't have a product yet, as long as you have expertise, as long as you have some information to share, as long as you know something, as long as you know how to help people get a result, we can turn that into a product lightning speed. So don't worry about that. All right. Anybody have any other questions right now? Okay, so all right. Did anybody have any other questions about anything? No, doesn't look like it. Looks like you've all got some good value out of that. Looks like it's all helped you. Okay, so that was a crash course that was running through the entire 6 steps. So guys, if there's no other questions, then I thank you for joining me. I really hope you go and get signed up to this immersion program because this is crazy value. Just really think about it. In the next 12 months, you can either go and figure it out yourself, right? You can either figure this out yourself with trial and error and keep jumping from one tactic to the next over and over again and never get anywhere. Or you can just follow my 6-step program. My 6 steps I apply to every coaching consulting business over and over and over again because those 6 principles will never change. So because we're working on strategy and principles, tactics might change, but our system always works. And I've used it over and over again. So the coaches that fail, it's because they're jumping from tactic and strategy to strategy and they're following too many mentors and they're trying to do too many things, right? They're not focusing on the basics like building a tribe, giving content, nurturing that tribe, and then putting conversion mechanisms in place. That's really all you got to do consistently and then send traffic into that. And if you can just focus on those 4 or 5 things every day, then your business can't help but grow and grow and grow. And that's what I want for you, is to make this as simple as possible. Follow these 6 things every day and your business will just keep growing. So really think about your financial future here. You know, at the end of the day, if you join this program, it's not going to change my life, but it could definitely change yours. And I say that humbly. I say that like meaning that I meet a lot of coaches and they say, I'm going to figure it out on my own. And at the end of the day, guys, look, if growing a business is not your central expertise, then maybe you should have a coach. Maybe you should have a consultant working with you. Otherwise, it kind of makes you a bit of a hypocrite if you're telling your clients that they need to hire somebody, they need to get a coach, they need to get coaching to reach the result. But who's your business coach, right? Do you have anyone coaching you through business? If not, then you want to make sure you start getting some help, because coaching, consulting, mentoring is going to be the fastest, easiest, and overall the cheapest way to get to your goals, because you're not going to spend time and waste money making all those mistakes. So if you're going to do this with me, it's justinDevonshire.com/immersion. I'm looking forward to getting on the phone with you, and we'll be getting on the phone in the next 7 days. We'll spend a good 45 minutes to an hour on that call. We'll plan out the 12-month strategy for you. We'll map out what these 6 steps will look like for your business, and then we'll break that down for you into monthly steps, weekly steps, and daily steps, so you know with complete clarity what you have to do every day. And if you just do those steps, you're going to see more and more success. And it's my job then over the next 12 months, from now until next April 2018, to keep you focused, keep you focused on the steps that work, and keep things simple, and to stop you getting in your own way. Because that's probably why if you're not where you want to be right now, it's because you're getting in your own way. And you need somebody, you need a plan first of all, weekly and daily steps. Then you need somebody to hold you accountable to that plan. And it also helps to have a community of people that are also kicking ass, getting results, so you can learn and be inspired by them too. All right, guys, so if there's no more questions, I'm going to say good night, because it's actually midnight where I am right now, but I really wanted to do this live training for you guys, so hope you enjoyed it either way, and I'm going to say good night, and I'll catch up with you guys soon.